Hello everyone and welcome to this video. With the Olympics around the corner, top players gather in the beautiful city in Paris to compete for their country. Jannik Sinner unfortunately pulled out of the tournament due to an injury tonight, but we still have other big names: Carlos Alcaraz, Rafa Nadal, Novak Djokovic, Sasha Zverev and Casper Ruud. So without further ado, let's take a preview of the men's draw to find those interesting and potential matchups. Because of the withdrawal of Sinner, Novak is the number 1 seed. Playing against Ebden in the first round, he shouldn't be troubled and could potentially play Nadal on his favorite court in the second round. Just come on, what kind of draw is that? So some may say Nadal's form has declined, but for me, I don't think you could never underestimate Nadal in this particular court. I look forward to seeing a thrilling encounter here, which could potentially be one of the last time they face each other as well. But eventually I think that Novak will beat Nadal here. We also have Arthur Fils, who is in a really great form, clinching a title in Hamburg last week, defeating Sasha Zverev. He could play Nole in the third round here, and I think if he can lower his unforced error, he could really trouble Nole. But I still think that Novak's experience will help him to prevail. Moving down, we have Stefanos Tsitsipas. He just got handed a really nice draw, and he shouldn't have a lot of trouble cruising to the quarterfinal to meet Nole. And if it's Nole versus Tsitsipas, then Nole will surely go to the semi-final. For the second section, number 3 seed Sasha Zverev has a decent draw. Should go through Muna and Mahaka comfortably in the first 2 rounds to play potentially Nicolas Jarry. Zverev leads the head-to-head 5-2, and I think he can figure out a way to overcome this challenge. We have also Musetti and Fritz again, potentially playing in the third round for their Wimbledon rematch, where Musetti beat Fritz in 5 sets. I think the result's going to be the same this time, especially on clay, in which is even less favorable for Fritz. And for quarterfinal, Zverev will cruise to the semi-final, beating Musetti. Moving down to the bottom half of the draw, Daniil and Casper is leading this section. Their path seems to be nice except for Casper playing Humbert in the third round. With the crowd on Humbert's side, we have seen that he is capable of playing really good tennis in some days. Yet I think Ruud's experience, especially on clay, would get him the victory. As for Medvedev and Ruud in the quarterfinal, they hadn't played each other on clay before, but Medi's playing styles triggers Ruud in my opinion. So the former would go through to the semis. And in the last quarter, we have number 2 seed Carlos Alcaraz. Absolutely a great draw for him, no problem into the quarterfinal. On the other hand, Diminor is handed some really tough tests. First up against Jan-Lennard Struff, a player that is always dangerous no matter what surface he's on, and a potential third round against Tommy Paul. And I think Paul's gonna get the win here over Diminor. Again, we have Alcaraz versus Paul. These two always deliver some of the best tennis in terms of ball striking and athleticism. But at this moment, I just don't see anyone beating Alcaraz. The first semi-final is a rematch of the 2020 Tokyo semi-final. Zverev came back from a set down to defeat Novak at that time. I'm hoping that Nole doesn't crumble under pressure this time and can play his best tennis. For me, Nole in 3 and 2 the final. As for Daniil and Alcaraz variety is somehow too much for Medi, as we have seen in Wimbledon, and he could not find a way to play Alcaraz despite standing a lot closer to the baseline on his shots. So Alcaraz in straight sets into the final. Another final, another Nole versus Alcaraz. I couldn't conclude that by now because I have to evaluate their performance in the matches, but what I could really say for now is that Carlos is playing at a really high level, a level that separates him with the rest of the tour. So Carlos for me now is gonna get the win. And moreover, Novak's knee is also an unknown, and we will see how it goes for him in his first few matches. As a Nole fan, it is my dream to see him achieving Olympic gold to complete the one and only missing puzzle of his career. I hope he will deliver his best tennis when he needs to, and I wish all the players good luck in the tournament as well. Thank you for watching guys, and who do you think will get his hand on the gold medal?